Good morning, church. Today's verse of the day is from Luke chapter 6 and verse 35. It says this: "But love your enemies, do good and lend, hoping for nothing in return, and your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High, for He is kind to the unthankful and evil." This is an amazing verse, and it's just crazy because so many Christians, even as Christians, we forget these words. It's a memory verse, but we forget what it's actually saying. To be nice to people that are not nice to us, and to be able to expand ourselves, to be able to grow in character as Christ and love other people as Christ loves other people and loved other people. But this in context makes so much more sense. When we look at it, he's saying, if you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who do good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do the same. He's saying you need to stand out. We need to be different. As the church of God, as the church of Christ, as Bible-believing Jesus followers, we should be different. We shouldn't just be looking after those who are looking after us. We should be looking after everyone regardless of how they treat us. And I'll finish with this. But love your enemies, he says. This is verse 35. This is our verse of the day. But love your enemies, do good and lend, hoping for nothing in return, and your reward will be great. There is a promise. Again, here's a passage of scripture. There is a promise attached to this. Love your enemies, do good and lend, hoping for nothing in return, and your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High, for He is kind to the unthankful or ungrateful and evil. And verse 36 says, "Therefore be merciful, just as your Father also is merciful." So we're called to be Christ-like. We're called to be like God here, in the sense that we are to be merciful as He is merciful. We have this opportunity to show God's love to people that will probably never ever even acknowledge the fact that that's what we're doing, or that's the thing. We always look for people to help that will acknowledge that we are helping them, that will acknowledge that, because of God in them, they're doing this. You know what God says, Scripture says, do it anyway. Jesus says right here, do it anyway. Even if they don't recognize that you're doing it because you're a Christian, or that you're doing it because you're nice, they don't care, and they're never going to acknowledge it. Do it anyway, because then you're being like your Father in heaven. God bless you today. Be encouraged, be inspired. Love those that hate you, and pray for those who spitefully use you. But be blessed today. Be blessed and be a blessing.